Welcome to part 2. Today I'm going to show you the ProxyClick demo. I'm going to show you some of the advanced features that you would see working the reception desk. So you're going to see the logbook. You're going to see the notifications in the email that come to the colleagues. And you see some advanced registration, or what we call pre-registry guest, and the different ways that that can be done. So I'm going to start with the simple thing. I'm looking at the logbook of all the people that are currently checked in, that are actually in the building at this exact moment in the logbook. And each user in the company has access to the logbook, but at different things. So like a basic user, for example, would only see the guests that were specifically for them that were waiting in the lobby, whereas a receptionist group member, for example, sees everybody that's checked in the lobby and can manipulate the contacts and things like that. So I'm going to do the simple registration. If you saw the first video first, that was the iPad check-in. So I'm going to log into the CMH company on my iPad here. I'm going to do a check-in. I'm going to log in as a guest that's already been here before, Peter Scorpentino. Then it asks who I'm visiting, so I'm going to say that I'm here to see Peter Mott. And I'm checking in right now down at the lobby. And then boom, I get an email notification, me, Peter Mott, that Peter Scorpentino is down in the lobby waiting for me. Mr. Scorpentino got his badge printed. So here's his badge that he peels off and sticks and puts on his person. It has his barcode to expedite checkout. And there is the record for that he's currently checked in at 10:47. Default is 2 hours for an appointment. And then after that, it'll start notifying you, that the person is still within the building and that they should check out. If they do not check out, it automatically checks them out after 24 hours. It does actually send your host, a message saying that your visitor never checked out. It starts nagging them actually after a couple hours. Hey, is your visitor still in the building? Do you want to check them out? So it is constantly nagging so that the logbook is cleared. So either the logbook is cleared by the host, or it's automatically going to be cleared after 24 hours, so that the next day you start with a clean logbook. These logbooks can be downloaded into Excel and filtered. Right over here. You also can control what field you in your logbook view. We did create some customized fields in our logbook to do some special things outside the box. So we actually put in these fields to do shipping, and I'll show you an example of that. So we can receive, instead of just a person, we can receive a package, and then we can actually have the host as the person the package is for, so we can expedite the whole logging of packages and notifying people to come get their packages. We also were able to do this also for food pickup. So we can do food pickup, or actually I do the food pickup and be able to do that as well. All right, so here's Peter Scorpentino. I can see all the information about him. When his first visit was, phone number, contact information. So this is all the things that reception can do. And here is actually the email that was sent to the host. So Peter Mott actually gets this email immediately that you have a visitor. And what's kind of cool is you can respond to reception and say, I'll be there in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, send a message to reception. It also has a relationship builder in there, so it knows who my administrative assistant is, or my support team specialist. So actually they get a notification as well. So if I'm not able to pick up my guest, Emily can go down and pick up my guest. And it has all the contact numbers for everyone that's here. So that automatically comes to us. Now, one of the other things that we did is Peter Scorpentino, if you notice, comes from Mafia Incorporated. So we actually created a watch list alert because he's a dangerous character. And so a watch list actually can be anybody that we put in the system that we want to send out to security or facilities or to management, and a certain individual who's potentially dangerous or somebody that we should be watching is in the building. Now, all those notifications that go out by email, and that's why we're asking for the cell phone number. The message notifications can also go out to security guards and staff on their cell phones, so they can get a silent cell phone alert, that somebody has just checked in, that needs to be watched. So the watch list will show that. It can show other, pictures or other information, such as we have a personal protection order against this individual. So that's what a watch list would look like in the email, and the text message will include this information in text format. Okay. So I'm going to show you the checkout process for this individual. When they leave the company, they go to checkout. They can scan their barcode. Remember, we put the barcode on there, so they can do that, or they can just type in the last few numbers of their name. Okay, so this person's checked out. There we go, automatically changed the browser and said that that person checked out at 10:52 a.m. And you get another email as the host that your visitor has just checked out. So you can see that. All right. I'm going to show you a couple interesting things that we've done with over here. The receptionist can actually check someone manually, so they can type in a visitor, or they can create a list of visitors for a future time, and so that's what we call a pre-registration. But one of the things that we did that was kind of neat here is we did this thing where we did package. So we create a package delivery. So basically all we do is like who the package is for. So in this case, I'm just going to leave that as Peter Mott. And then I can show the other fields. So I could say that you got 2 boxes that were delivered by FedEx and they were shipped from Dell. So I check in the packages because I'm treating the package as a visitor, creating the visit. It is now logged, the package delivery for Peter Mott. 2 boxes, FedEx, Dell. Back here now the user got a notification, you have a package delivery. It's down in the reception area and it was checked in. So you can go get your package. And then when I come down and pick up the package, all that needs to be done is reception would sit there and just sit there and check out. And then basically it shows the date and time that I picked up the package and it's all logged. Similar thing could be done with food. You could do a food delivery for Peter. I don't think I have any other other information that I have in here, but maybe I can put in go ahead and check in your Pizza Hut delivery. And that's done. Could have also just sent the Pizza Hut delivery guy over to the kiosk and go, hey, would you check in as Pizza Hut? And would you just then, when it says who you're here to see, just put in, the person that ordered the order? And then that could be done that way, and then I could check it out. Either way, it could be done by the delivery person on the kiosk, or the front desk reception could do it. But in any case, they would get the colleague who gets the notification is going to get the email notification and or the text messages and or the receptionist as well. So all the communication is handled. So here's your, you got a food delivery, down in the lobby waiting for you. All right. I'm going to conclude that's the basic video for the functions that you can get in, showing the logbook. Here's the visitor address book, so you can look at anybody that's in there, change in their information, look at all the times that they visit us. So this is a complete logbook. And here's one of the other interesting things that you have for the first time is statistical information. So you can show that during this period we had 186 visitors. Our busiest hour was 1 p.m. and our busiest day is Thursdays for some reason. So we have all the information who was pre-registered, who just showed up, and who gets the most visits. All of that information. And then the colleague directory, this would be integrated with Active Directory, but what you're basically seeing is you can look at a user and all of their information, and you can see who they are the personal assistant to, and or if they have a personal assistant. So all this relationship thing for notification can be done by the users, or can be done at the time that we import the users in. So that's how it does the relationship and the notifications. And these also can be controlled by the user as well, because you may not want the checkout reminder. So that's it for the basic information, and our next one we'll do pre-registration, which is an advanced topic. Oh, but one other thing before we go, I do want to show you down here, if I can hit it. If I hit the button down here, there's an emergency list. This basically would show, as of right now, everybody that is checked in the building. So if I had an evacuation, I could do this. There's also a cell phone app for iPad, so I can sit there and do the emergencies, and I can check off the people in the parking lot. I can also send an emergency notification in the form of a text. So I could text all my visitors telling them the instructions if they should stay put or how to evacuate the building or where to report. So I have emergency notification built in for the people that are checked in. And that's going to conclude this part of the demo.